So till now we have studied all the data type which comes in primitive data type. Okay. So now I'm going to start non-primitive data type. Okay. So what is non-primitive data type means if you want to store multiple information that time you will use non-primitive data type. Okay. And the memory and you can size of the non-primitive data type it will be more as compared to primitive data type. Okay. So how you will declare the non-primitive data type? Non-primitive data type. Okay, how we will declare it non-primitive type. So first I'm going to write what we will use in non-primitive type. We will use collections. Okay, we will use s object, string. It also come in non-primitive type. So these thing comes in non-primitive type which we will use. Okay, arrays also comes in non-primitive type. I'll not teach the array because we don't use array in Salesforce. We can use it, but we don't use. Okay. So first I'll start the collection and we will study as object this thing. Okay. So I want to know what is collection, why we use it. Is anyone can define the collection? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you audible.
Okay. So can you define what is collection?
Store multiple records in a single object.
Store multiple report in a single object. Okay, according to Ms. Raji. Any other participants would like to say something here?
We want to store multiple records of same data type.
According to Sankey, if you want to store multiple records of same data type. Okay, good Sankey. Any other? Okay, so I'm writing some name. Okay, I'm writing some name. Okay, so I've written some name here. So I'm asking from Hina ma'am if I want to store the information of all the names. So how many variable I'll create?
We will create a string
Nine.
and all the total number of name we have.
Okay, so total name we have 9.
Mhm. Then we will just create one variable, let's say name, as
Okay,
making a string name.
string name.
and then is equal to में फिर we will mention name and comma and every name we will mention.
Jan mark dot Priti Sani like that.
No, not like that. First we will declare and then we will assign. Na? This is how we know. So first we will declare string name and then when we will assign we will mention the name, then operator and then the then.
Okay, and we have to also call it. If I want to call the Priti Sani, so I have to call only Priti Sani. That name should be called only. That time, how many variables we will create?
ये तो टच का ही हो गया.
मतलब कि नो वेरिएबल क्रिएट होंगे. अगर हमें नो नेम स्टोर करने हैं, इफ यू वांट टू स्टोर द नो नेम, दैट टाइम यू विल क्रिएट नो वेरिएबल. ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, सो क्रिएट करने हैं. अगर सो नेम है हमारे पास, सो नेम स्टोर करने हैं, तो क्या करोगे? सो वेरिएबल क्रिएट करोगे. ठीक है. तो कोड क्या हो जाएगा? लेंथी हो जाएगा. ये भी सिचुएशन आ सकती है कि 1 लाख स्टोर करने हैं. दैट टाइम वी कांट राइट 1 लाख वेरिएबल. इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. ओके. So first we have to check what is the data type of these value. So all are string. Jan mark is the string type data. Priti, Sani, Mukta, Tushar. All are the string type of data. Okay. So if you want to store similar type of information, if you want to store similar type of information, that time what you can do? You can use collection. If you want to store similar type information, so that time you can use collection. Okay. So instead of creating the 9 variable, 1000 variable, what you can do? You can create one variable, create one collection variable, and store all the elements, all the value in one variable. Okay. If you have to store similar type of information multiple time, that time what you will use? You will use collection. ठीक है. सभी को समझ में आया कलेक्शन क्या डेफिनेशन होती है?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now we have 3 type of collection. So there are 3 type of collection. First is list, second is set, third is map. Okay, so we have 3 type of collection: list, set, map. Okay, so I'm going to declare the list and set, then we will check the definition. First, we will learn the definition of list, set. Okay, after that, we will use the method. So I'm going to open the developer console and I'm going to create one class. Clicking on OK button. Okay, inside the class, I'm going to create one method. So is it correct? सब कुछ करेक्ट थे?
Not correct.
The method
M
M
is
must
capital.
be capital.
Good. Okay, now what I'm doing, I'm going to create a list. Okay, so we have to store the information of 9 name. We have 9 name, we have to store it. So what we can do, we can create 9 string type variable. Okay, we can create 9 string type variable. So it's not a good way if you have to store more than, you can say more than 2 information. That time don't create the variable, use collection. Same type of information you have to store, use collection. So what you can do, you can use list. We have list which you can use. So how you will write the list, how you will declare the variable with list. So you will write list of string. Okay, str list is equal to new list of string and construct separator. Okay, first way, second way, list of string, list of string. Okay, next is list of string. Okay, so I've written 4 ways to declare the list. Okay, so which one is correct? चारों करेक्ट हैं या चारों ही गलत हैं?
Fourth
The last one is
That
correct.
last
Fourth
one is
one is
10.
correct.
Yes, line number 10 is correct. But some new
Hmm.
is also you can write in capital.
Okay, so which one is correct? Last one or first one? Yeah,
The
all are
last
correct.
one. Last one.
fourth.
Last one.
Why fourth one?
Follow the naming convention.
ठीक है. Preeti ma'am, are you saying something?
Sir, I was saying like new we can also write in capital.
Okay, ये आपने मतलब कहाँ देखा था, मतलब कुछ प्रूफ जैसे हम आपकी बात पे यकीन करें?
सर प्रूफ तो नहीं है बट मैं तो कैपिटल में यूज करती हूँ तो सर ने मुझे तो ऐसा कभी बोला नहीं
ठीक
कि
है,
सर नेमिंग कन्वेंशन चेक करते हैं।
ठीक है, ठीक है. तो वो कैन यू टेल मी व्हाट इज न्यू? न्यू को क्या बोलेंगे? न्यू है क्या यहाँ पर?
सर न्यू तो एक तरह जो न्यू न्यू करते ही मेमोरी एलोकेट हो जाती है।
ठीक है, जैसे कि अगर बात की जाए, कीवर्ड है, वेरिएबल है, आइडेंटिफायर है, सेपरेटर है, ऑपरेटर है, क्या है? Who will tell me what is new? It's a
कीवर्ड
separator.
सर।
कीवर्ड।
ठीक है, न्यू कीवर्ड है। ठीक है, अब जाते, न्यू कीवर्ड है। अब प्रीति मैम आप बताओ कि कीवर्ड का नेमिंग कन्वेंशन होता है कैसा है? हाउ विल डिफाइन दी कीवर्ड? कौन सा नेमिंग कन्वेंशन फॉलो करेंगे प्रीति मैम? चार नेमिंग कन्वेंशन पढ़े थे हमने, कौन सा कीवर्ड के लिए यूज करते हैं? मिश्रा जी।
लोअर केस सर।
लोअर केस। गुड। जितने भी कीवर्ड होते हैं न्यू का, न्यू कीवर्ड हमने लिखा, ये कंपाइलर ऑटोमेटिकली समझ जाएगा इसका क्या मतलब है न्यू का। ठीक है, चाहे इफ हुआ, एल्स हुए, कंपाइलर ऑटोमेटिकली अंडरस्टैंड करेगा इनको। फॉर हुआ, ठीक है, स्विच हुआ। तो ये क्या है, सारे कीवर्ड्स। इनको हम कौन कैसे लिखेंगे? लोअर केस में, सब स्मॉल में होंगे। तो न्यू भी हमें इस लोअर केस में लिखना है। ओके प्रीति मैम।
Okay, sir. Thank you.
ओके, सो इनिशियली थ्री आर रॉन्ग, ओनली लास्ट वन इज करेक्ट. So whenever list, what is it? It's also one data type. List is also data type. Which naming convention you have to follow? You have to follow upper camel. List of string. I have created. Hmm.
Sir, what is list as in keyword, identifier, operator, class,
We will say
variable?
it's also keyword. All the data type also comes in keywords. But
But
in
keyword,
Apex class only we use upper camel for data type. But in other language, in Java and C, we write in lower camel case.
as list is also keyword and new is also keyword, then both should be in
But list
same.
is the data type. For data type, we use
दिस इज नॉट
upper
कीवर्ड।
camel. Data type, for data type. सारे डेटा टाइप कीवर्ड में आते हैं, पर जितने भी डेटा टाइप हैं उनको हम उसमें नहीं लिखेंगे। ठीक है, लोअर केस में उसको लिखेंगे हम उसमें अपर कैमल में। And yeah, list is also one class. Basically, list is class, and all the data types which we are using, there is one predefined class for the data type also in Salesforce. Okay, if we are using string, and you can say string, integer, so these are the predefined class which are in Salesforce. So list is also predefined class, that's why we are writing in this form. But if we will use in Java and C language, we will okay, and we will say these are the data type, and data type comes in you can say keywords. So we will write in, you can say, we will use lowercase, okay, in Java and C. But in Salesforce, all the data types are the class. These are the predefined class. Okay, predefined on system defined class, you can say.
Understood, sir.
The list is a class in Java also,
ठीक है, फिर
and the
मतलब
string is also a class in Java.
ठीक
Like,
है,
yeah.
फिर इंटीजर।
What, sir?
यस सर, ये क्लास है और इनके मेथड्स होते हैं
इन
अलग अलग,
हाँ
लिस्ट
हाँ
के भी।
Sir,
सर।
if I'm saying list is a
हम्म,
class, and the bracket into which is it's a generic type, and we are passing the string. So there is a method into the list class, like the generic method, onto which we have been passing the string value and creating the object like str list for that in the
ओके।
in the
यस सर,
Java, but
एंड
in
एंड
the
देयर इज
Apex,
सम
I'm
मेथड
not
आल्सो
sure
ऑफ
about it.
स्ट्रिंग।
यस। Okay, so all the data type which are in as class, we have class in Salesforce. There is predefined class for string, integer, for collection also. Okay, let's suppose we are using date time. Date time it's the date type also, and we use now. So what is it now? Now is the method of the date time. Date time it's the class, and we are calling now method of the date time class. So all the data type which we use in Apex class, there is the class, predefined class. These are the predefined class. ठीक है, आगे चलें।
Yes, sir.
Good. So how we will define the class? Sorry, how we will define the list? Okay, so first we will write the collection like list, then we will write the data type. Okay, then we will write the variable name, then we will use the operator. Okay, list of data type, variable name, then is equal to operator, then new, it's the keyword. Okay, then we will write list of string, means list of data type. And we also say to this part, it's the constructor. Okay, so class, it's the class, and what we are doing, we are calling the means we are calling the constructor. ठीक है, so list is the class, and when we will complete write the list of string, what will happen, one constructor will execute of this class. We also say it's the constructor, like that we have written in anonymous window. So for loop example, fle is equal to new for loop example, what will happen, first constructor will create, and then constructor will execute. Okay, it doesn't matter you have created the constructor in class or no, but constructor by default constructor will create. So here we are also creating the constructor. Okay, कोई डाउट?
But
यस
doubt
पार्थ।
is कंस्ट्रक्टर तो हमेशा क्लास नेम से रिलेटेड होता है ना?
हाँ, तो क्लास मतलब वही है ना, सेम एज इट इज, तो लिख रहे हैं लिस्ट ऑफ स्ट्रिंग, लिस्ट क्लास है, सेम क्लास।
नहीं,
हम्म।
अभी हमारा कंस्ट्रक्टर हो गया लिस्ट, अंदर आया हमारा स्ट्रिंग नेम, पर
हम्म।
हमारा क्लास तो कलेक्शन CTRL है।
कलेक्शन क्या है हम अभी? कलेक्शन नहीं, कंस्ट्रक्टर, हाँ।
कंस्ट्रक्ट हाँ,
हम्म।
कंस्ट्रक्टर हमारा नॉर्मली वही होता है ना जो हमारा क्लास नेम से
हम्म।
रेफरेंस आता है। तो अगर हम यहाँ पे न्यू के बाद लिस्ट, देन स्ट्रिंग एंड देन सेपरेटर मेंशन कर रहे हैं, तो दैट इज नॉट क्लास नेम जैसा। वो क्लास
मतलब
नेम से
क्लास नेम तो ये है, मतलब ये पूरा
मैम,
क्लास नेम है।
string is a class, string and list is a class, and we are mentioning like a class list of string, that's why it is a constructor.
okay, let's take an example, maybe that time we will get, I'll get also
ओके,
clear.
या after completing the one two scenario, then we can easily understand. Okay. but it's a way to write the to define the list. Okay, first we will write a list of data type, variable name, operator, then keyword, list of data type. Okay, so before that, access specifier will also come. We are not writing here, but by default will be private. Okay, here there is one access specifier that is private. Okay, so when you will define the list, what's the rule to define the list? It's a rule. ठीक है, अब आगे चलते हैं. If you want to store 9 name, if you want to store 9 name or any number in the list, so how can you store it? How
By
we
using
will
add method.
add the values or element in list. Okay, so we will use add method to add the value in a list. Okay, so we use add method in a list. So I'm writing str list for dot, it's the list variable name dot add method. Okay, so when you will write this string value, so you will use the single quote or not to string.
Single quote.
Single quotes.
Yeah, so we will use single quote, then we can write the name Chan mark. So what we have done from this line, I have created one list. Okay, like that, and we have more, we have many memory in this list, like that. Okay, and when we will add the value, okay, we have unlimited, you can say, memory, and when we will add the value, so what will happen, that data will store here Chan mark. So list of string, the name of this memory is str list, in which we can store string type data. In every box we can store string type data. Okay, list of string means we can store string type of data. What's the variable name? Str list is equal to new list of string. Okay, so I'm storing Jan mark, then str list dot add. First I've written Jan mark, it's coming here. When I will write second name will come here. When I will write third name will come here. Okay, when you will write fourth name, so fourth name will come here. So like that we will store the data in a list. Okay, okay, so who will define the definition of list?
Can I?
Yes, sure, Miss Raji.
So actually, I learned Python, so I know the definition of list. So, sir, it is stored data in sequential order, assigned with index value to each value or data. A value may be duplicated or not. It's not be a hard rule. You will be not be pass duplicate value. and it take primitive data type. That's it.
ओके, कुछ ऐसा समझाओ कि समझ में आए। मुझे तो समझ में आई नहीं कुछ, हिंदी में
लिस्ट
या कैसे भी
में जो
समझाओ।
वैल्यू स्टोर होती है वो इंडेक्स फॉर्म में होती है। अगर इफ यू वांट टू एक्सेस द वैल्यू ऑफ लाइक मुकुल सैनी, तो यू पास द इंडेक्स वैल्यू कैन इजीली एक्सेस।
ठीक है।
एंड आप इसमें डुप्लीकेट वैल्यू भी स्टोर कर सकते हो, और जो स्टोरिंग होती है लिस्ट में वो सीक्वेंशियल ऑर्डर में होती है, जैसे 0 1
ठीक
2
है।
3 4। दिस
ठीक
इज
है।
ऑल अबाउट स्ट्रिंग लिस्ट।
ओके। और सेट क्या होता है?
सेट सर में जो ऑर्डर होता है वो नॉन सीक्वेंशियल होता है, उसमें ऐसा कोई कंपल्सरी नहीं होता कि वैल्यू जो होगी इंडेक्स 0 पे स्टोर होगी, मे बी वो 2 3 पे किसी भी हो सकती है।
ठीक है।
उसमें जो डेटा स्टोर होता है वो यूनिक होता है, अगर डुप्लीकेट होगी तो फिर वो ऑटोमेटिक अपने आप से डिलीट कर देगा। एंड शॉर्ट डेटा देता है, मतलब शॉर्टिंग करके देता है अगर इंटीजर वैल्यू है तो। लिस्ट स्ट्रिंग को भी शॉर्ट कर देता है।
गुड। Okay, so what I'm doing, I have added some value in this list. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to print it. System.debug list data or employees of crop. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to print it.
Let's change the name in line number 22, str list 4.
Okay, so I'm going to print it. I'll get the data. Before that, I want to know which type of variable it is. str list for.
क्लास नेम इज कलेक्शन कंट्रोल, कलेक्शन शीट है।
Okay, so in list I'm getting the data. Jan, Mark, Mukul, Sani, Sankey, Agarwal. All the information is coming here. Okay, so we are able to print it. But I want to know when we will use primitive data type. Sorry, non-primitive data type. So वो which type of variable it is it? ठीक है, str list किस type का variable है? So when someone will ask to you how many types of variable are in Salesforce or in Java. So before that we have to ask on which basis we have to define it. Okay, so on the basis of scope we have two types of variable in Salesforce. Okay, first is local,
Local.
second is global. Okay, second, if we are telling on the basis of data type, so on the basis of data type, so there are two types of variable in Salesforce. Okay, so on the basis of data type, we have two types of variable in Salesforce. So which one? First is primitive variable. Okay, if we have used primitive data type before the variable, so which type of variable it is? It's the primitive variable. ठीक है, if we have used you can say non-primitive data type. Okay, if we have used non-primitive data type before the variable name, so that time which type of variable is it? Non-primitive variable or any other name? So we will say it's the reference variable. Okay, so if we are using non-primitive data type except string, that variable is known as reference variable. Okay, so here what I have done, I have written str list 4. So is it primitive variable or reference variable? Str list 4
Primitive variable.
according to Mukul, it's the primitive variable. Any
Reference.
other point? Yes,
The reference variable.
according to Hina ma'am, reference variable. Other participants,
Reference variable.
reference variable. Two votes for reference variable. How many students, how many participants are saying it's a reference variable? They can raise your hand. मतलब दो स्टूडेंट ही करें रेफरेंस वेरिएबल है या कंफ्यूज हो?
Reference variables.
Reference variable. Okay. So here what I'm doing, I'm opening console screen. So collection controller class name, then FLE. What is FLE? What is it?
Reference variable.
Sir, it is
Set reference where we are allocating mark.
Yeah. So it's also
object of
reference.
class.
Yeah. Which type of variable is it? It's the reference variable. Okay. So for non-primitive data type, except string. Okay. All the